I'm Dorothy Godin, broker with Remax Crown Realty, and welcome to Thursday Thoughts. Well, if you on the market, you are experiencing this little bit of a slowdown. We definitely are seeing not as many buyers out there, and the buyers are taking their time, and it's just very interesting. It's so hard to predict what's going to happen, but I can just tell you in the last couple of weeks, we've definitely seen a slowdown. We're not getting as many showings. There's great listings out there. We have 288 residential listings in the city of Greater Sudbury. If you take out new construction, which I always do because new construction is very repetitive, you'll see a subdivision that has, 5 or 6 listings and they're basically all the same. So take that out and we have 260 residential listings in the city of Greater Sudbury. And while you may say that's not a lot, it sure is better than during the pandemic when we saw at one point there were 99 listings. So we are getting more listings. So buyers have a little bit of a choice. Albeit if you're a buyer, you're still very, very frustrated because there's not a lot of listings. Yes, there's more, but there's just not enough. So average days on the market is 20 days, which again we're seeing that stretch out longer and longer. In a normal market, which we haven't had for a long time, it was not unusual to see average days on the market 30 days. So to be at 20 is really not that big a deal. It just goes to show that the market is not as fast as it used to be. And the sale to list ratio right now is 1.9%. So on average, we're seeing in the month so far, people are getting 1.9% above list price. But I can tell you right now, we're looking at 47% of the sales getting at or above list price. So a lot of people are not getting their list price. And we see a lot of reductions because, you know how I work. Like I give you the numbers. And if we have great numbers, great realtor hits, great numbers on the public system, and we're not getting any showings, then we've not aligned our price to the market. And it's very difficult to price right now because we're looking at what happened in the last couple of months, which is, we're looking back historically and we're trying to figure out what's going to happen in the next couple of weeks. And there is no realtor in town who can tell you what's going to happen in the next couple of weeks. We can just kind of look at the market right now and try to figure it out and then strategize. We are seeing, multiple offers where none of the offers are at list price. And that is certainly a sign that buyers are just, fed up and they are taking their time and they're bringing in some offers that, that we haven't seen in a long time with lower start points. And we're also, of course, seeing the clauses come back in, financing clauses and conditions and home inspection conditions. And I welcome that. I think those conditions are very important. So definitely the market has simmered down in that it's not as fast. There are listings that are sitting there for even more than 20 days. The thing is, the average sale price has not really changed that much. In the last 30 days, we're sitting at $485,000 in terms of average sale price. And if you remember, during the peak, we were at 500,000. So to be sitting at 485 is really amazing. It's kind of bizarre because if you look at it traditionally when the market slows down and we're seeing, not as many buyers out there, not as many showings, you would think that the sale prices would come down a little bit, but we have not experienced that yet. We're experiencing very strong average sale price. And I do believe that's because we still have this shortage of listings. We need more listings. We're getting more listings, but we need more. It's very difficult for sellers because they've been hearing in the past, year and a half, 2 years, how great the market is and, the multiple offers, and everybody has a friend who, got 100,000 over list price. Well, that isn't happening anymore. Very rarely do you see that kind of, 100,000 over list price. We are still seeing, 10 and 20 and 30 and sometimes 50, but it's definitely very tapered right now. So I'm not saying we're going into a balanced market. Certainly we're not. We're still in a seller's market. We have 1.4 months of inventory, which is still a very strong seller's market. But I think you have to be more strategic now. I think as a seller, you're going to notice that people are not knocking down at the door trying to get in. Buyers are taking their time. With the high interest rate, they're being a lot more careful about what what price they're going into, and they don't want to be house poor, and so they're being a lot more careful for sure. So I hope you find this helpful. I think it's a great time to put your house on the market if you want to make some kind of move in the next month or so. Generally speaking, August we do slow down this time of year because people are getting ready for school, and then in September we kind of get a little bit more active. So as always, you can reach me at Dorothy Godin at remax.net or 705-561-2360. Have a great week.